Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. This is my personal video journal. This is my dad diary. This is my message to my kids. Things that I passionately want to say to my kids. And I wish they're here right now and I would talk to them and tell them face to face, but they're not here. So let me say, I love you. I want the best for you. And I hope that I can share something that will make you think, make you ask questions, and make better choices for your tomorrow than what I had yesterday. So one of the hot issues in every relationship and every marriage is money. Sometimes very awkward to talk about it because it wasn't an issue that our parents talked about. And very much this becomes a generational problem that we pass down to our kids. So I'm trying to break that and say something very important to you in this video message. And so please listen right through to the end and let me share my story and a life lesson for you. So first of all, I think we need to be a bit understanding and acknowledge that lessons of life are often passed down through one parent to the next, or are just learned by example from what you see in your parents as you're growing up, and then you repeat that lesson. Unless we get educated and ask questions and make a choice to make it different. So that's what I'm doing right now, asking you to get educated, make some better choices, and have a better future than what I had in my yesterday. We've talked before about the David Ramsey lessons, the book he has, the list of action steps that he puts out. I'm not here to sell you the book, but please go ahead, YouTube it, look it up, listen to his lessons, and act on it. Now, with that, I'm just going to summarize a few personal things about that. Yes, very, very important to have a budget and have a plan. Also, very important to have practical steps of how you will manage your money. And in doing this, very, very important that you and your partner, you and your spouse, sit down on a regular basis and talk about what the plan is and how well the plan is going. And if there's any problems with the plan, you need to be very honest and say what's going on. If there needs to be some adjustments to the plan because it's just not working out for you, fine. Life is all about changes. Life is all about learning from what you just did, making tomorrow better. So please, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to say we didn't do it great. Let's try and do better next time. So please stop what you're doing. Take some time to review your budget plan, and if it's not working out for you, then discuss it with your partner and explain what mistakes may have happened and how you can do it better next time. Now, one of the practical tips of how we manage money, second to having that budget in place, is whether we carry it with us or carry a credit card. Personally, I do prefer just to carry a credit card. Now, my personal story to that, and this is something I hope you can listen to and laugh along with me. There's two things I experienced about cash when I was a kid. First of all, when I was very young in our family, there just was not cash handed or out. There was no cash available. We were a poor family. And my mother, she was like the squirrel that would hide away things for a special occasion. Whenever she would receive a birthday gift herself and someone gave her a card with a few bits of cash in it, she wouldn't go spend it on herself. She would hide it away and save it up till Christmas and then use it for gifts for her kids. My mother sacrificed herself for her own personal gifts to make sure that she collected whatever she could and gave it to her kids. So I am grateful for her for doing the best she could with what she had. And I'm just simply acknowledging we witnessed she would hide away her money and save it up for special occasions. Well, there's a lesson there. Yes, in a budget plan, we need to know how much our future expenses are expected to be, whether that's the vacation, whether that's new furniture, or just taking some time to have a vacation or a gift or whatever it is you want. We need to have the plan of what that will be and save up for those special occasions. Now, when that special time comes, whether it's to go on vacation, travel, to buy furniture, to buy whatever it is, if you have saved up in advance, you are capable of simply putting out the money, direct transfer, e-transfer, taking the cash and paying for it once with no concerns, no payments, no interest charges. You can pay for it up front once. And then no surprises. You saved up for it, you bought it, there was no extra charges. Very good. That's the ideal plan. Now, I know my comfort level when I'm traveling, I don't want to carry cash. I just have that, I guess, natural concern about what if I impulsively spend something, a few little things, I'll never see the cash again. What if I lose it? What if I have an accident? What if, who knows what happens? I don't want to assume too much about where I might lose money. But I do feel more comfortable just carrying a credit card when I travel. So, is a credit card a bad thing? If you talk to Dave Ramsey, he'll say a credit card is an evil thing because it is directly debt. Well, again, a credit card, like money, is a tool. Money can be good if you use it well and plan well with it. Money can be bad if you're impulsive and loose and have no plan for it. A credit card can be very good if you are disciplined and manage it well and are very careful to only spend on it what you know you have available in cash to pay it off with. If you spend on a credit card impulsively, without a plan, and just spend for your own pleasure or convenience without a plan and without the ability to pay it back before the next billing date, you're going to cause extra interest charges against you. You're going to cause yourself stress and frustration. You're going to cause just extra concern and, in some cases, very negative surprises for your partner. So I very strongly say a credit card, if managed well, is a good thing, gives you some security, gives you some safety when you travel, and just convenience. But a credit card is a very bad thing if you are undisciplined, do not manage it well, and do not have the money available to pay it off before it's due. So please, plan well, use it for your own security, but always, always, always pay it off. And be aware, if you do not pay it off, the extra billing is going to mess up your budget. It's going to cause you stress. That stress is going to cause you other symptoms, emotional problems, health problems, and marriage problems. So please be very, very careful. As you're aware, in our family history, we did have a bankruptcy. A bankruptcy is a result of not planning well and not preventing debt from overtaking the whole family. There are so much consequences that came out of the bankruptcy that are just not talked about, but are very disappointing, very embarrassing, very hurtful, and shameful. We had money saved for our ESP, our Children's Education Fund. And in a bankruptcy, the bankruptcy trustee takes that money to pay off the debt. That simple reality of having to pay off a debt, but very disappointing knowing that for years we had saved up in advance for our kids' education and then it was taken away. And all of that should have been prevented if there was proper communication about a growing debt. All of that should have been prevented if, on a regular basis, the husband and wife talked about money, talked about the budget, talked about what spending was happening, and if it was too much, how to stop it. It's a simple discipline to say no to unnecessary expenses. Whether that means Tim Hortons, restaurants, just extra entertainment. If you have to say no to that for a season, fine. There are a lot of things you do as a couple that are totally free. A lot of very fun things you can do as a couple that have no charges to it at all. Of course, I'm talking about taking a walk in the park. If you have a dog, you take the dog for a walk in the park. If you stay at home, Netflix and talk, whatever you want to do. There are more important things to do that you do together as a couple than things that cause you to spend money beyond what you're able to, which causes stress, which causes more problem, which there's no end to the damage of that in a marriage. So I want to give that big red flag to any sort of ongoing debt. Naturally, some good debt, if you have a mortgage to pay off the house that you're living in, if it's within your budget, is good. Okay to have a debt to pay off the car that you need to use to get to work, if it is a reasonable amount within your budget. But any other debts, not good for you, for your stress, for your marriage, and all is preventable if you talk to your spouse on a regular basis about how the budget's doing, and honestly confess if you're starting to go into debt. And if you've had some tough times, if you had some unexpected expenses that broke the budget, okay, it's a reality. If it's true, it's true. Say it and deal with it. And then get tight on the budget next month and make sure you're able to prevent any future debt, and don't let it get repeated. We can forgive ourselves when a mistake happens once, but when we repeat the mistake ongoing, we have to stop, take accountability, be responsible, and be disciplined, and do not let credit card debt accumulate month after month. The stress, the consequences in the marriage is just beyond what can be managed. So please, I beg you, I plead with you, be smart with your money, make good decisions, stick within your budget, and do not let credit card debt stress you out. And the one way to do that is don't have any credit card debt. I'm at a stage now I can laugh and say I've lived now for years knowing every month my credit card is paid off 100%, and it is such a release, such a relaxing thought, such a happy thought, such confident thoughts to know that every month my credit cards are paid off 100%. I accumulate points, I get some bonus from the credit card, and I have no worries. So I want that for you. Laugh at the credit card that you're gaining some points off them. Laugh at your credit card because you know 100% is always paid off within every 2 weeks of a paycheck coming in. And know that you are in control of your money. Know that you are in control of your credit card, not your credit card controlling you. I love you. I want the best for you. I hope you hear this and live with it and manage your money well and prevent huge stress in your own relationship. I love you. Please call me if you have any questions.